say Pirush Ari Saruk. Now this is all going on to this phrase of, let's see, the phrase is Isyached Yud B'Lichudoi. Which is the question is that there are questions about this. But Pirush Ari Saruk, according to Ari Saruk, Bir Khan Fidarko now, he said the Iri but Tipas Zer Benuk. Now there's a drop that contains the root of the of Zer Benuk. Hanibsha Yisod Abba the Yisod Ima Ein Sham. So this is the path it takes. But the Zech Bebir Kam Bezel Lashon, and so he explains over there. This is what he actually says: Is Yached Yud B'Lechudoi. So the Yud winds up by itself. Kvar Yudat Shazer V'Nukve Kashaboim Min Abba of Niktasul the Ima. So we understand that the tipa that we're talking about, which contains, I guess, you'd say the genetic material for Zach v'Nuk, he says they come from Abba, they go into Ima, v'choy imochem hayud shel Abba. So they had with this Yud Vav Daled of Abba. The Hainu, that is, what is that? This is the name of the seed that's in the Yud, is the Vav and the Daled of that word. He said b'shel milui Yud shel Abba, which is the milui, as he said she'odach kabinyan Yud, which comes. That also comes with the gematria of, it's like a secondary yud. It is a yud. But the yosheim so tipa amor, and that it comes out that this is the secret actually of the tipa. This is that the milui of the letter yud comes out to be containing the genetic material. My words are for the zach benoka amor. So lezechav nechlalam yud hazos the hainu vav and dalud. So the Kudus Yud, so it's part of the I guess the dot, which is the Yud, Harishona, the very Yud Rishona. There, hidden within it is these two letters, Shehi Hashorish Lachem, because that I guess the Yud, and he once again he pronounced the Yud as feminine, Shehi Hashorish Lachem, that she is the root of them. That is, the letter Yud is the root of the Vav and the Dalet. And they come together, they join together in this tipa, shehi b'tzuras yud, that is, which in the form of this letter yud itself. Behind the ka'amar is yached yud, that there's when it says the yud, when it says that the yud makes a oneness by itself, it's yached yud, right? Kolomar shachar yud shall vav dalid, so the yud that comes from the final two letters, which is also 10, chazer, it goes back, l'shor shehi yud rishona, to its root, which is the first yud. V'naasa yud achas, it makes therefore one yud, so it all goes back and blends back in to that yud. So what does it mean by belichudoi? This is a question, the real question. So here it sounds that the yud by itself is making a yichud by itself. That's where I thought he wanted to say. He said bilvad misyachedes. It makes itself into oneness, or it's a lashon yichud by itself. Kolomer and what does this actually translate to be? Shorish, that is the vav and the daled. Shaloka de frishno, as we've explained. So this is the concept of it. The yud becomes back to itself. First, sounds like an accordion. It spreads open, and it becomes not just a yud, or which is a dot. It comes also a yud and a vav and a daled, which is also a yud. And then it comes back, like it swings back the other way. It compresses back into being back to its root again. Which is to exclude other miluyim. Shenasan Abba the Zer Anpin, that Abba gave direct or gives the Zer Anpin. I'm not sure exactly what it means. It sounds like it would be the name Ma. Alo is Yachadu. Those things don't become one by themselves. The Zera the Fishado Bal the Zer Anpin, they only came to bear Anpin. Elo la'achar shenim Shemnimtach Evara b'me'ima k'noida, only that takes only place anything else, and he's not being specific about what that is. Ella the achash nimtach, the sweetening of the Evarim of the in the inside of ima k'noida, as is known. Now, let me see what happened here. Nothing's happening. Okay, well, I'll just read on. There's just a little bit more to read here in the number Zion. There is an Arichos coming up, and we'll see what we could do. Just we have I don't know what's going on here. A Talmud, according to the Talmud, Bibir Kanvas El Lashonis, what is Sikin Noida, Masha Kosev Rizal. So what the Rizal wrote, Shetzarg Beis Ivurim. Now, getting into a different subject slightly. So he said the Talmud taught that you have to have two different gestations. He said be'iva rishon gimel kolida begimel. So this gimel go gimel is the original yichud. Yichud rak dereka yisod. So this is another phrase. He says the yichud that we're talking about only comes through the yisod. Now, what other kind of ways are there? I'm not sure. He's not specifying. The godless, and after that, after you've done that, come the mochin the godless, so the Iber Pam Beis, which is the secret of Iber a second time. So just a little bit more, and it says, so Yisyached Yud Biluchodoi, it causes the Yud to come in by itself. So what does that mean? It means it's Yisyached, it makes a Yichud by itself. Zecho B'leida Rishona. Now he has, these are all like coining new ideas. He says this, when we say that it's Yachid Yud B'Lechodoi, when the Yud is isolated in some way or makes a Yichud by itself, as we learned in this Risruk, say for example, V'zechu B'Leida Rishona. Now there's another idea. There's something called the first Leida. Let's see what we got here, time-wise. Okay, do you want to finish this one out? Okay, so it's Ad Khan. So it goes like this. So he's got a new idea about Leda Rishona. So what he really wants to say is like this: Shachasitra that's Niuta Ire Khan, Beleda Rishona de Zer Anpen, with the original birth of Zer Anpen. Kodim Shekibel Hagadlus Ayede Iver Veleda Pamshenis. That is, it's the very first time that Zer Anpen comes into being, and it's a level of continence. He says, I don't think he said that word yet. A Rishon de Zer Anpen. Kodim Shekibel Hagad before he's reached Godless. He received, so he's originally born as a cotton. Then a yichud takes place between Zachar and Noach. Rak derek yisod, which again this phrase derek yisod sounds like he means. It's not clear exactly what that means, but at any rate, it's like hotness. The yisod who besod os yud. The yisod itself is this letter yud. So this is what it means. When you say that you put the yud together by itself, he said, now we're talking about the state of kindness. Before there are mochin the godless, nisyached rak hayud, that is, and he says, what is that? That's the yisod bilvad, only yisod. So I'm not sure what that means or what the deeper meaning of that is, but we'll get along to it next time. Thank you.